Here's something I've been wanting to tackle for a while. The changes that happen to the rhythm guitar behind some of the solos for BAND-MAID songs. Just going to look at 3 songs, and those songs are Spirit, Moratorium, and Screaming. Pretty significant changes. We're going to talk about what this does to the song, what it does to the solo, and how fun it is to listen for these changes when you know they're there. So I'm not going to go through the whole song. We're going to see what's going on before the solo. Well, first, here's like what happens during the chorus. Very familiar sounds of the song. Then there's this. Oops. Pretty heavy, right? But let's see what happens next. So what you're hearing is something like that, right? But what you need to listen to right now is the rhythm change. It's fucking metal, dude. It's heavy. It's really heavy. Then what? It goes into this mellow freaking. So let's just hear that fucker again. Okay. All that rhythm change, then the rhythm guitar just drops out. You get some cool little note stuff with Kanami, and then just bass and drums. Mellow, grooving. God, what a fucking incredible song, dude. It's so good. Then back into that huge sound. So, I mean, the changes in that, it's just great. It goes from just being a really good rock song to like just metal. And Kanami's solo is incredible. I'm not trying that shit now. So that's one example. Let's move on to Moratorium, shall we? Here we go. One of the best sing-alongs. So it's one of the great sing-along songs. So there's your rhythm, and then let's see what happens during the damn solo. So it goes from, what were we at? That's some like Zach Wilde, Dimebag Daryl shit right there, dude. It's awesome. Awesome. That's awesome, dude. That whole change going from just super fucking heavy. Then you get that fucking solo. Something like that. I'm not breaking down her whole solo, but it's just fucking great. It just gets metal, straight up metal. That's a badass riff. It's just fucking metal. It's just awesome, dude. It's brilliant. And what's that do for the song? So it takes this song. It's a great sing-along song. It's hard rock. It's all hard rock. It takes this great sing-along song, and then it just transfers, just changes into metal for just a shredding metal solo. Just for, I don't even know how long it is. How long is it? 4 measures of a face-melting, just badass solo with a badass rhythm. Then the rhythm just goes away. Just goes away. What do you come back into? It's too like an inverted rhythm. Cool, man. What a fucking badass song. It's just so cool. It doesn't. So what happens with me is these songs, they take a great song and it gives you something else to look forward to. Instead of not just looking forward to a great song, but it gives you this moment in the middle of it that you're just aware of and you want other people to be aware of. For me anyway. So let's look at Screaming. Oh my gosh. Screaming. Here we go. That's still one of the funniest. So let's establish some groundwork here. This song is insane. This has one of my favorite intros to a solo ever. So what gets me is Psyche singing and Micho comes in on top of her vocal for that last line, and she just starts doing a, what is it? I don't even know what she's doing. Something like that. Not really. But so what's I got off track. What's the rhythm doing? What's the rhythm doing? Fuck. Forgot to put the fucking video up. I'm trying to figure this out here. Get rid of this so I can fucking play. Is that right? So maybe something more like that. Of course, she doesn't do the same thing twice. I might have to listen to a different version because that's kind of hard to pick out the rhythms. Let's listen to this. There is no place for me. Something like that. So you can feel it going into the rhythm, to the solo right then. Bam, right into the solo, but she keeps singing. So let's see what the rhythm's doing. Nothing really. It's just her doing the tremolo picking. So we need to go back before that. What was the last rhythm guitar? What a great song. There's more layers going on than that, but to get the idea, so it's just, just strumming along, some steady chords. Then this. There we go. Solo starts anyway. Is that all it does? It builds that tension. It's already tension. Whatever she does. And so you get that tension, and then you get all we've had rhythm wise up, and this is like almost, on the dots, kind of just rock stuff. Then you get fucking love it, dude. It's such a change. And then what happens after solo? What did she do? It's such a queer. So the solo happens. You get. It's just these things going on that Kanami does, how she writes her solos and how it changes the whole song. The whole feel of the song is just changes, man. And it takes that departure of the solo, instead of just soloing over the same chords. It really amplifies and focuses the solo, because it's not just the rhythm guitar that changes. The bass changes. What Akane is doing changes usually completely, and she changes, not tempo, but the drums just double time or something, and it gives you this burst of like, oh shit, shit's gonna go down, and it just makes it that much more special. And and I know. They're not the first band to do this. A lot of bands do it. I was listening to the new Metallica song. They even do it in the Metallica song. The rhythm actually gets kind of complicated during the solo, and they've done that a lot. The rhythm change, the solo happens, and the rhythm gets heavier. And I don't know what it is about BAND-MAID that makes me focus more on the music, because when you do it, there you go. They're making me realize things about songs I've loved for decades, and didn't realize they were doing these things. And I acknowledged it, from listening to it before, but I didn't appreciate it until then. And I think focusing so much on this band has gotten me to appreciate music in general just more, which I guess that's what I'm trying to do when I make these videos, is to get people to do the same thing, just appreciate what's going on more. And it's not just BAND-MAID. Bands have been doing a lot of these things for a long time, but they present it in a way that a casual listener can be drawn in and then maybe start to discover some of these things too. So it's really a special thing, and I hope you appreciate it. I don't know if this video made much sense or not, but I've been wanting to make one like this for a while. I don't really know how to. It's not how I wanted to do it. I thought it was going to be a lot more structured, but that's not how I roll, apparently. So there you go, man. Appreciate bands and their solos and what happens with the rest of the band during the solo. Although it is a solo, it shows off the guitar player usually. Give it another listen and listen to what's going on other than that, and it may be part of the reason why the solo was so special. There, I figured out something to say. Go me.